Hello everybody, this is Al Stash and I am here with Mike Halec. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing great, Al. Pleasure to be here today. Thank you for having me.
Awesome to see you here. He's got a wrestling belt on his shoulder, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but let me tell you where we're at. We're at St. Alexander's Church, actually inside the church, and right behind us, you can only see half of it, is the statue of St. Alexander. So everybody in Villa Park that comes to this parish knows exactly where we are, and we are here Saturday on August 22nd.
Yes, 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m.
Well, actually, 4:30 p.m. is when I would like everybody to start showing up and getting autographs.
There you go.
But Father is saying Mass at 5:30. Is it 5:30?
5 or 5:30, Father? Mass. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock Mass. At 5 o'clock Mass. So everybody needs to get here at 4:30 to make sure to get a good seat in the church
and the autographs.
Enjoy the Mass. And then straight after that, we're going right into the fun and games and the wrestling entertainment.
Well, we are going to be here at 5 o'clock praying to Jesus for a great event tonight, which is a American Heritage Wrestling and Midwest Wrestling Association series of matches and events. And you are a well-known wrestler. Tell the people what your background is in wrestling. You are a former WWE wrestler, correct?
Actually, I'm a former WWF wrestler.
Okay.
So I'm what they consider an old school wrestler. Yes,
yeah.
I wrestled in the WWF from the mid-90s to the late 90s.
And your name at that point was?
My name was Mantar.
Okay.
That was my most famous character. My manager was at the time James E. Cornett.
Yes, yes.
And I also had the privilege of doing another character called Tank from the South Africa Truth Commission.
Okay.
And then I was Gold Dust bodyguard for a short little period of time.
Okay.
So yes, I enjoyed my years in the WWF and for that matter for 26 years wrestling throughout the world for different organizations.
We were talking a little bit that you have wrestled in Europe, you've wrestled in the United States, and now your focus is that here in the Midwest doing events that bring wrestling right into the community.
Yes, yes. At one point, back in the day when I was a little bit younger, the Midwest part of the United States was the hot spot for wrestling.
Sure, and, Chicago and
it's kind of died down, but in the last few years it's starting to make its comeback here in the Midwest, and I'm just very happy to be a part of it.
Well, we've got some great wrestlers here tonight. Not only you and your nemesis, arch nemesis, and
yes, Brian Blade.
Brian Blade, who's going to be the headliner.
Can we try not to mention his name too many times today?
Okay,
please,
I'll try, but we have to, give some credence to them.
Okay.
And the folks that are sponsoring this is not only St. Alexander's Church and the Knights of Columbus, which are going to be doing some food for the crowd here tonight, but also Crazy Pour, which is an awesome place. There'll be an after party there.
Yes, I have heard nothing about good things about this place. I heard it's a huge sports venue for sporting fans. So they're throwing a big after party for all the wrestlers and all the fans for after the show. So come on out to the Crazy Pour Sports Bar, meet and greet all your wrestlers, eat some great pizza, and just be a part of a fun atmosphere.
Absolutely, you got that right. I love going out to Crazy Pour, and the folks that are also helping with this event, there's many, but the real great help has always been here in Villa Park, and that is the Odeum Sports and Expo Center.
Yes, the Odeum Sports and Expo Center. Now, let me tell you something. Father Mark has talked about this Odeum an awful lot.
Right.
And I've wrestled in many arenas and different venues all over the world. And I've never been to the Odeum.
Right.
So if this is a success, like we all know it's going to be, because all the great volunteers from St. Alexander have been working very hard to make this event very special for everybody.
Yeah.
We have a dream that the next time the American Heritage Wrestling and MWA superstars come to town, we want to be in the Odeum.
You should be. You should be.
We want to be in the Odeum.
And I'll tell you why you should be there, because tonight I'm hearing that you are going to pack the house at the Parish Hall, which is great for these community-sized events. You're going to have upwards of 300 people.
That is amazing.
That's awesome.
That is amazing to say that we are going to have 300 people plus in St. Alexander's gym tonight to come and see Mantor and all the other wrestling superstars that we're bringing tonight. So I am super excited. I want to thank everybody who has put in their hard work, their effort to putting all this together, because there's a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't see.
Right, and it's going on now.
And it's going on now. It's still going. We're starting to put the ring up now. We're starting to get the gym set up, and we've been working on that for a day and a half now. And so there's just been weeks and weeks of preparation just for a one-day event to have 5 or 6 hours, raise some money for St. Alexander's and for a good cause, and be able to give back to the community here in Illinois.
Awesome. Let's talk about some of the matches here tonight.
Perfect.
You've got, I believe there are 6 on the card, and we're going to start with the first match, which isn't a champion match, but I'm telling you, these two guys are some awesome wrestlers. We got Levi McDaniel and Cody Jones.
Yes, Levi McDaniel is American Heritage Wrestling superstar, of course, and Cody Jones is a very young and up-and-coming talent from the MWA. So it's going to be kind of a miniature MWA versus American Heritage Wrestling rivalry.
And no lack of energy in these two guys.
Oh, absolutely not. Levi McDaniel is actually ex-military. He served for our country, and so it's going to be we're very proud to have him involved in the ring tonight, of course. So all you military fans, go USA, right?
Go USA.
That's what it's all about
all
tonight.
Right. Look for Levi in the first match. And then we switch to the ladies, and these are 2 great wrestlers, Paloma Starr and Stacy O'Brien. Stacy, the blonde, Paloma, the dark curly hair.
Yes, Paloma is a local talent. She wrestles around the Chicago area, around the Midwest a lot, so she's a very well-known talent. And Stacy has been all over the place. She was trained by Handsome Harley Race, the WWF Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And so she has very good roots that have brought her into the wrestling business. So that's going to be a very fun and exciting ladies match tonight for sure.
And Stacy O'Brien comes out as the good girl, right?
Well, I assume. I mean, they all start acting good, but you never know how it ends up, right?
It could get a little testy there. Yes, let's make sure that happens. And then the third match, we're not dropping down in intensity in this match.
No,
here.
not whatsoever.
Angel de la Muerta versus Cerebus.
Yes. What a great match that is going to be! I tell you, Angel, he really gets the kids involved.
Yes. What a showman!
He's a great showman. He does a lot of different maneuvers in the ring.
Yeah.
Acts a little crazy, if you ask me, but the kids love him. And Cerebus is another rough and tough masked character, and they're 2 very great athletes. Have been in business for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that they will be able to put on a fantastic show and get some of the kids involved, because that's what it's all about here is getting the community involved.
And all the seats are right up close to the ring.
Yes, there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, you can't find a bad seat. That's true. So they're going to interact with Angel, I'm sure.
Yes, we hope. Yes.
Okay. Now, Lucha Libre match.
Yeah, we call it Lucha Libre, which is the Mexican style wrestling.
Okay.
And they're very famous all over the world. They have their own style. They work off the opposite side. They work off the right side, and we work off the left side.
Okay.
So it's a little confusing sometimes when you're wrestling one of the Lucha Libre stars.
Like left-hand drivers and right-hand.
Exactly. Just like cars in England and cars in America.
Okay.
So you just have to learn as you go along. But yes, they definitely wrestle a different style, and they have a lot of fan following here in the area as well. And so we're very happy to have them part of this card. It's going to be a very fun and exciting match, and you'll definitely get to see a different style of wrestling when it comes to the Lucha Libre match.
And those guys in the Lucha Libre are going to be Bazooka Alejandro and Tigre Asiatico.
Yes, you did a very good job.
I practiced all day.
Hey, you must have, because I can't say them words to save my life. Thank you very much.
All right. That's going to be awesome to see the Mexican style of wrestling here in Villa Park. And now we're really starting to ramp up. Now we're going to get to another great match, and that's the Intercontinental Championship, Alex the Great versus Leland Race. How do you get these guys in the ring?
Well,
These are
I'll
awesome.
tell you what, Alex the Great, what a tough guy he is. He is the current American Heritage Wrestling Intercontinental Champion. And I have to tell you, I've had a few run-ins with him, and he is a very tough character, very smart, very up-and-coming young talent. I think he has a good shot of making it to the big time one of these days.
Good. So that's going to be a great match.
That's going to be a great match. And Leland Race is the son of former WWF Hall of Famer Harley Race.
Oh yeah, sure.
So he definitely has the wrestling.
He's got the genes
in his blood. So he's a really tough cookie from Missouri, and we're expecting that to be one heck of a match. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and boy, it really starts to build crescendo to something that is just going to be an awesome, awesome match, and that's when you get in the ring against that other guy.
Yes, against the other guy. That would be Brian Blade.
Brian, okay, you said I'm not.
Yes. Well, because he won't be able to hopefully say his name too many times after the match is over.
After he leaves the ring, yeah.
You know, so I have to give Brian Blade props. Him and I have been feuding all over this whole summer for the past 3 or 4 years. We've had match after match after match, and what a tough competitor he is. He's been all over the place, and we're looking for a very exciting match tonight. Hopefully, I will come out still the American Heritage Wrestling Champion, but anything is possible in the wrestling business. That's why it's called professional wrestling. But I expect a tough fight from Brian. He's a local guy now. He lives up here in Chicago area, and so I'm sure he'll have a lot of family and friends out to see him tonight. And
I know he's looking for tickets.
Yes, he should be looking for tickets. I'm sorry to say, Brian Blade, but your fans are going to go home not so happy tonight. I'm just letting you know right now that it's not going to be pretty tonight. That's for sure.
Well, that's something that we're going to see tonight between you and that other guy, Brian Blade. Turkish Terror Mad Mustafa.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Now, I suppose you want to ask me how I came up with that.
Where did we get that? Sure.
Well, that character is all mine. I own that character. We used to be married to a lady from Turkey.
Okay.
And I met her over in Europe when I was wrestling. And she was an authentic Turkish belly dancer.
Oh, okay.
And so her aunt...
That's beautiful dancing.
Yes, it was very exotic, very incredible, very entertaining.
Sure.
And her aunt actually made my costume by hand.
Oh,
my
I've
whole
seen
costume,
it,
from my hat to my robe to my pants, everything. And
you look like Aladdin coming in.
Yes, I love doing the character. It's very entertaining. Yes, the Turkish Terror. You make me mad, you will see that person come out.
I've seen that.
Yes, and
I don't want to make you mad, but that's why I'm not saying that other guy's name.
Well, I appreciate that, because even though we are in a church, I'm sure that Father or God or whoever wouldn't mind if we had a little preview here of what's to come, because I haven't been in the gym yet today yet, so I'm still looking for a workout.
Okay, well, maybe we'll get Father Mark up here.
You're not making no challenges here, are you?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I appreciate it.
It's not that I wouldn't be capable, but I wouldn't do that.
But I'm not ready to wrestle yet either, so.
Okay.
But I would hit you over the head with my belt, just so you know it's real.
Well, I'm expecting that someday I may actually wear that too.
Well, you might get your chance.
Okay.
But after I beat Brian Blade tonight, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I know you're busy too, coming up. Besides tonight, you've got something coming up tomorrow.
Yes, we are wrestling at the Italian Festival in Addison, Illinois.
Our neighbors, Addison, Illinois.
Yes.
Hop, skip, and a jump?
Which is a hop, skip, and a jump, which is incredible because not only are we going to fill the gym tonight at St. Alexander, but we're going to fill the place tomorrow at the Italian Festival. Wow. So, you get two exciting events back to back within a 30-minute drive of each other. Yeah. So, that's incredible. That's going to be some great entertainment.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope to see you there tomorrow. Yeah. And we'll be watching for that. And folks, here in Villa Park, you know that we are really becoming a wrestling town, and this is like our third event this year of great professional wrestling here in Villa Park. And surrounding communities come in. We've got people from Lombard, Elmhurst, Addison, Oak Brook Terrace, all coming by. Chicago will probably be here. We're just down the road from the Chicago folks, so there's still tickets available tonight here at St. Alexander's. You want to come to the door. Ticket prices are $10 for adults, $5 for children, and there'll be food by the Knights of Columbus. And we just went through some 6 great matches on the card, and the highlight, of course, being our guest here today, Mr. Mike Halec. Turkish Terror Mad Mustafa.
Yes, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, and just one more thing before we go. I want to thank all the sponsors here in the local area for donating your time, your money, your chairs, your pads, whatever you've donated to the event this afternoon. I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because we are here to raise money for the church and for the community.
Excellent.
So this is a way for the MWA and the American Heritage Wrestling, wrestling superstars, to give back to the community of Illinois. And I just hope that we'll put on a good show so you all will have us back the next time.
Absolutely.
So thank you to everybody for all your help, and it is greatly appreciated.
All right, let's get ready for some wrestling. Thanks, folks.
See you tonight.